morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Friday, August 22nd, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him, all things is possible. Top of the morning to all my kings and queens, everybody out there moving on this Friday, everybody who is trying to get to where they got to go. Please arrive there safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Let's not try to be places that we're not supposed to be, that don't benefit us, and let's try to make it back home to our families. I hope everybody's feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another day. And with knowing with Him, all things is possible. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. I'm a little out of it this morning. This change of weather in New York is crazy. It's supposed to be sunny here, and it's a little cool. So, we got to be careful. We have to be super careful about how we go outside. If we're in the New York area, even if we're on the East Coast, let's go outside dressed appropriate. Now, today's supposed to be a day they say it's supposed to be in the 80s, that the weather's supposed to change at some time. Let's be careful. Let's not try to be outside in this weather if we don't have to be, and if we are, let's be dressed the way we supposed to. Because once it goes back to being hot, it will cause a lot of confusion and we'll get sick out here. So let's just be safe out there. I want to say shout outs to everybody. And I do this all the time, but before I get the show started, I want to just continue to keep giving the shout outs to the people who keep coming over here, making it possible for me to go live. I want to thank every single last one of you, even the new people who come in that I don't know like that. Thank you, for your support. I'm not always the easiest content creator to deal with, and I separate myself from everybody because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to be like everybody, and I will not be. I will be what I want to be, different from the rest. But I want to say thank y'all for liking, sharing, subscribing, and just continue to please do that for me. Well, that's some good news, y'all. Gonna get into this boxing talk. This is crazy. Shocky Foster versus Cool Boy Steph. Just added to the October 25th card, which is Thurman and Fedora. Now, this is boxing, and this is what we should be spending our time talking about, not something that don't make sense. A WrestleMania match. So let's get into it. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everybody, welcome to No Duck Zone Podcast. Let's go. Yes, once again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend that this is the place. And if you ever hear anybody else say it, then tell a friend, you know where they got it from. They got it from over here. That this is where it goes down at. Jeff Spark, I see you, my brother. What up? Boxing's a place or a business where you have to expect the unexpected. That's life, right? But just because you have to expect the unexpected, that doesn't mean you have to respect it or accept it. It's just unexpected. So it seems like every time we got something good going on in boxing, it gets distracted by bullshit. Now, stay with me now. Stay with me, folks. It gets distracted by bullshit. Good morning to everybody, too. When we see fights, right, and we complain about guys jumping 2 or 3 weight classes, right? We'll complain about that. And rather if it makes sense to us or not, guys have been jumping weight classes for years, but they're fighters, and it makes sense. Even if they have to go put on, I don't know, 20 pounds, cool, whatever. But when we take a fighter, if we take two guys who one guy is 130 something pounds, and we take a guy who's damn near 200 pounds, and you're going to tell me that's a fight, and we're going to waste our time on social media talking about this shit? No, sir. We're not doing that. So if you look into my description, uh, don't come up here asking me about any of those fights because we're not talking about it. I'm letting everybody know right now. You can call me an asshole. You can call me whatever you want. You could judge my channel. You could judge me as a content creator. But I want to get something straight right now while we're on this live. From now until the time that the fight come up that y'all keep talking about, I'm not talking about it at all. So anybody who thinks they're going to come to my channel and we're going to entertain that shit, two things are going to happen. Well, one thing is going to happen. Well, I'll say two things because if I ask you not to bring it up and you bring it up anyway by disrespecting me, you're just going to be removed. Right? If you're a troll, you get blocked. If you have a wrench, I'll just take it from you and get you up out of here. Now, I know that's a little harsh because you're going to go, McLean, how could you do that? And everybody's talking about it, but I'm not everybody. My name ain't everybody. My name is No Duck Zone. And I only talk about real fights on here that make sense. So if you people like to spend 4, 5, 6 hours entertaining this November 14th shit, good luck. But I'm just letting you know right now, from this month to September to October to whatever was really happening in November is what I'm going to be talking about. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Don't come over here with no fucking November 14th talks because I don't care if we cool or not. I'll get you up out of here. This is the problem with boxing. It's a fucking circus. And so you so-called fans and content creators are being a part of the fucking circus. Sorry to say, you're being a part of the fucking circus. Not me. I will not be a follower. I will be my own leader. So, yes, CB Sports TV. What's up, my brother? Salute, King. Appreciate you for being over here. So we have Foster versus Fulton. Yes, it should be a very good fight. What is this? At 26, at 30? I believe at 30, right? 26, 30. This is great. This adds on to all the other great fights that we have. The Virgil Ortiz, the Lubin, the Derman, Fedora, the November 22nd fight. This just adds on. You know, October 11th, 8th. We have so many beautiful dates. So many great fights coming up. And here it is. Y'all choose to talk about a WrestleMania match. I like this fight, not just because of the names. This will be a very difficult one. Ask me who I'm going for. I could say, yeah, I'm going for Fulton because he's right down the street from me. He's from Philly, but you can't take any away from O'Shaquie Foster, man, who's great, who's a good fighter, who actually comes to fight. I think he has a couple of inches up on Fulton. I don't know his exact height. I would have to look to see that, but I don't think all that matters. Both of them have a unique style. And I think a lot of people are still not sold on Fulton because ever since the Anyway fight, even though he came back after that, y'all still look at him as not being the same. I don't think a lot of y'all are sold on Foster. Yeah, you might mention his name, but I don't think a lot of y'all are sold on him. I still showed Fulton his respect even after the Anyway fight. I didn't become less of a fan. I didn't. I became even more of a fan. because a loss is not going to make me not like you anymore. Um, I rather not like I rather like you for going out there giving it your all than to like you and then knowing you went out there and cheated and something was in your system and then that's something that'll make me stop being a fan of you. But this fight right here is exactly what we're talking about. And what we need is for people who's holding up boxing, not people who's holding up the division, but people who's holding up boxing. Respectfully, just get the fuck out of here. We don't need you here. Fulton is more polished than Foster, but it's still. Oh yeah, 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 CB. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's gonna be one hell of a one. But you know what, CB Sports? It's fights like this and the other fights that's coming up that we don't need people. People always say that fighters are holding up the division. How about people who's holding up the sport of boxing? See, I worry about that. If people who's holding up boxing or people who need to leave. There's a guy right now, maybe a few guys right now that I don't care to see anymore. Y'all still care to see them. There's a few people I don't care to see no more. And in 2026, I don't care to see them. Because every guy who's fighting this year, for every guy who is fighting this year, hopefully in 2026 is going to open up some doors where, we got Boots coming back. Hopefully we can see him and Virgil in 2026. Who knows if we get uh Fedora and whoever in the new year. You know what I'm saying? To see Spence come, whoever. I think next year is going to be a very unique year, but it starts with this. It starts with this right here. Yeah. And you know what, CB? I don't give a shit about seeing him, especially that first name. That's why I'm not even entertaining him. That shit for November 14th, that's why I told people, don't come to my show talking nothing about that. November 14th, I'm not entertaining that shit. But yep, you're right. They all can go, especially that first name. And it hurts me to say that because I was believing in dude. He can go too. I'm sick of it. And then everybody wants to sit on their live 4 or 5 hours talking about this November 14th shit like it's something to really brag about. No, we ain't talking about it. No, sir. No, sir. That's not gonna make my views look better. No, no, sir. If y'all want to be, hey, listen, I was taught as a youngin, if you surround yourself around clowns, you eventually will become a part of the circus. Not over here. Not over here. So you telling me we're gonna ignore fights like fights like Foster and Fulton, we're gonna ignore even with Boots coming back. We're gonna ignore that. It's a fight, right? We're gonna ignore Thurman and Fedora. We're gonna ignore Lubin and Virgil Ortiz. We're gonna ignore that Devin and Brian Norman Jr. is gonna get it in November, which that's a dope card. Are we gonna ignore that to participate in some circus shit? Foster and Fulton is going to be great. No matter how you break down the fight or who you think is going to win. Y'all know I don't really like breaking down fights because you can break down the fight all you want to. That doesn't mean it's going to go the way you're breaking it down, right? Me, I don't like to really pick. As y'all know, I don't really like to pick who I think is going to win. I am a fan of boxing. I like to just sit back and enjoy it. So who wins this October 25th? It really don't matter to me. I'm not going to throw my TV. I'm not going to start my feed. I'm not going to get on the live and curse anybody out. Yo, if you're a Fulton fan, fuck you. If you're a Foster fan, fuck you. How they going to let the dude with the dreads win? I'm not going to do that. Hopefully, whoever wins, it opens up the door. If you look at the division, what is it, 126, right? When you look at that division, I can't think of everybody to name, but I know we have Raymond Ford, we have Shoo Shoo. What's the other? Hey, CB, help me out. What's the other Spanish guy? Shoo Shoo was supposed to be fighting, but what's the guy, the tall guy, Spanish guy? Jesus, forgot his name. But there's a couple of bodies at 26. We just seen Ray Savage fight against Nova, so that can open up the door. Who knows what can happen in this fight? We can end up seeing Ray Savage and Fulton. We can end up seeing Forster and maybe Shoo Shoo. This is real boxing. Not this WWF shit that y'all sitting up here entertaining. Real boxing. I will no longer sit up here and entertain bullshit and to make these guys more popular than what they are. Because they know, I tell y'all this all the time, they know already the public is going to take this shit and eat it up. They're going to be on social media arguing, but I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because I'm getting money, and the other guy that I'm facing don't care because we get money, so we don't care what the public thinks. So you can go on YouTube and insult us all you want to, but y'all gonna talk about us, and guess what? Y'all gonna watch it. Y'all gonna go right to Netflix and watch it like it's the greatest shit that has ever happened. That's what y'all gonna do, but not me. No, sir. I bet you bottom dollar I won't. I'll watch a scary movie before I do that shit. But getting back to Fulton and Fulton. Um, and for this to be on the Thurman and Fedora card, now it's something where if it's pay-per-view, it's worth me seeing it. Because the last time my man Fedora fought, I wanted to see him, but I wasn't paying for no Barrios and Pacquiao. And they're getting ready to go. I mean, Barrios and Pacquiao is getting ready to go at it again. They get ready to go at it again. That's another fight that was made, I think, for December. I tell you what, I judged that, and I shouldn't have did that, right? Not because Pacquiao did better than I thought. Is that at least I know that fight with him and Barrios is more realistic than the bullshit that y'all talking about. That might be something that I'll just end my year with and watch. It's more realistic. And these great fights that we're getting, like I said, it opens the door next year to get a lot of great fights. This year was a great year in boxing. And it's not even over because you see what was just added at the end of the year. Y'all know Danny Swift Garcia is coming back. No, we don't care about Danny. We don't care about Danny coming back. We don't care about Earl coming back. We don't care about these guys coming back. But you care about entertaining some clown show that don't even make any sense. Y'all gonna go out your way to entertain that shit though, right? Clown shit. Like my man CB Sports TV said. Clown, straight clown shit. This Fulton and Foster is going to be great. And I know a lot of guys at 26 are probably going to be right there. Hopefully Shoo Shoo's there. What is this, in Vegas, I believe? Hopefully Fulton's there. Hopefully somebody can get in the ring. This is what I like to see. I like to see fighters getting back to getting in the ring and calling fighters out. Not getting in the ring and just taking pictures together and all that shit is cool. But getting in there and calling the guy out. And it's our job, too, as content creators, to put our foot on some of these fighters' necks. But we're not doing that because we're too busy being fanboys. Can y'all imagine what'll happen after October 25th? What that brings for next year? Whoever wins this, and who knows if they do it again? Who knows if there's a rematch clause? We can't even say it's just going to be one fight and done. Who knows if there's a rematch clause? A lot of these fights that's coming up, we don't know if there's I'm sure out of all of them that's coming up, there's probably about maybe 2 or 3 that has a rematch clause. I don't think we're going to see Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney just do it one time. It's my opinion. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Do I see Thurman and Fedora doing it again? I don't know. I don't know. Anything's, once again, you have to expect the unexpected in boxing. But just because it's unexpected, that doesn't mean you have to respect it or you have to like it. It's just something that comes with it. But this is going to be highly anticipated, man. I mean, I think I talked about this before in my mind. I was like Fulton, but I really had Fulton and Shushu. I had that on my mind. So now that this is happening at 26, I would like to see Fulton. Excuse me. I would like to see Raymond Ford and Shushu. Raymond Ford and Shushu need to get it on next. And maybe the winner out of that can beat the winner out of this. Appreciate y'all. Y'all smash that like button on your way in. Good morning. Happy Friday. God bless to everybody. That's what I think. If we're getting Fulton and Foster, we should have Shushu and Raymond Ford next. I mean, he did call Shushu a bitch, which that's kind of harsh. That's fighting words where we come from. But hopefully they'll make that. Hopefully they'll make that next. Hopefully they're in some type of talks. But this year, you know, like I said, it's been a blessed year in boxing, man. And you know, we have to wait till we get to the end of the year to talk about what was the best things about this year. But what I'm seeing right now for September, October, November, I haven't really heard nothing about December. I think Pacquiao and Barrios rematches in December. But as far as what I've been hearing, I'm all right. It's only that one clown shit that disrupts the year. If you take that one clown shit out, and I know what y'all say, yo, it's the money, it's the money. Listen. If it's the money, then it should have been a money opponent. It should have been a reasonable opponent in there. But whatever, we're not getting into that shit. I'll let y'all have that. That's for y'all. Y'all get y'all rocks off by that. But if you take that out and look at how the year was, it's been a great year. Oh, CB, you know who else we forgot to add to that CB, to that list? Dillian White. He can get the hell up out of here too. Been out all this time. You come back to get your ass beat half to death. He can go too. Him and Derek Shaw, I'm sick of seeing both of them. They both need to sit their ass down. They both need to join the bar fight. But this for October 28th, excuse me, October 28th. This for October 25th is going to be, anybody know if it's pay-per-view? This is PBC, right? So we're wondering, is this pay-per-view? Anybody know if this Fulton versus Foster's pay-per-view? I haven't read anything about it, but I believe it is because Sebastian Fedor and Thurman. So I believe this is pay-per-view. This should be a good one. I tell you what, I will not do anything for the 25th. I will definitely make sure I'm in my house for this one. 'Cause this is going to be a great one, and I don't know nobody else that's on the card, but this one's definitely going to be a banger. Sorry, I'm reading something. BVO, what's up? I didn't even see you, BVO. What up? That's because I'm not moving my comments. BVO, what's up? My bad. Everybody go subscribe to my brother BVO. Go subscribe to my brother CB Sports. Go subscribe to him. I mean, CB Sports TV, man. Y'all make sure go subscribe to everybody that y'all supposed to go subscribe to, man. Everybody that y'all know that's out there doing something. Everybody's not gonna be for you, and it's okay. What makes people unique on here is them being them and not following everybody else. Well, they say you must follow before leading. I guess there's some truth to that. But the way how social media is set up today, shit, I'm not following none of y'all. Hell no. If I followed any of y'all, I'd be walking into a damn death trap. But anyway, um, we'll see how this Fulton and Foster play out. I could see right now they're gonna be going back and forth, blow to blow. It's gonna be a back and forth thing with them. Um, I could see somebody hitting the canvas. I just don't know which one because I don't really pick y'all. I mean, and I guess why breaking down fights will never be for me. I'm horrible in that department. I'm super horrible in that department, and I admit that. Some people want people to be perfect when they doing these type of things, and I'm just not that. I've never been good in breaking down fights. I've only been good at voicing my opinion on who I either could think is better, and that's it. But I am a fan of both of them. I definitely love both of these guys. Love both of them. Hold on, y'all. Let me get something right here. Give me a second. I love both of them, man. So we'll see how this goes, man. Um, I want to ask y'all: Is it? Is I mean, we're getting a lot of good fights. Is there one fight missing that y'all feel we should be getting? Because there's always one or two fights that we can add. Y'all ever feel is it like one? Is it one fight out there that we can get that y'all would like? Mm, hold on, y'all. Let me. Okay, I messed up. I messed up big time. I don't know what I just did. Yeah, I don't. Me. I'm trying to think. Like I said, if we could have saw, if Ray Savage didn't just fight, I would love to see him and Shushu. Um, I'm trying to think of somebody else. I would love to see. I would have loved to see Alicia Baumgartner come back. Um, let me think of who else. I don't know. Also they entertaining this Shakur and the Mark Roach, which I'm with it. DC versus Jersey, I'm with it. I'm hoping when they do, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know I always say this. I constantly say this, but that has New York written all over it. Um, Now the thing is, I don't know how that will go. We're gonna get into that, but I just don't know how it could go because I don't think Shakur re-signed with Eddie Hearn. So, and I believe Lamont is PBC. So I think I'm gonna come back and do a video on that, and we're gonna probably see how that will go because that would be a good one. But Fulton, Foster, hey, October 25th, man, tune in. I don't want to try to tell you guys because I know I just sound like a person who doesn't know what he's talking about. He just be running his mouth. Cool, whatever. I don't really care about what y'all say about me. Because people gonna talk. Whether you're a good content creator or a bad one, people are just gonna talk. But I just need to let everybody know I only subscribe to what makes sense. Okay, let me say that again, because I probably went over some of y'all heads. I only subscribe to the shit that makes sense. I'm just not the guy. I'm sorry. I'm just not the guy who that every time he hears something, I'm gonna go to my live to talk about it. A lot of shit don't make sense to me, and I'm not interested in entertaining it. So I don't want people to feel like this ain't the channel for me because this guy doesn't want to do. Listen, you got about how many other channels that do it? So because I don't do what everybody else does, this ain't the channel for me. I'm sorry. I don't subscribe to bullshit. That's just never been me. Because when you subscribe to bullshit, you're going to continue to do it and do it and do it. And you're going to do it so much where you're going to think that nothing is wrong with what you're doing because you've been doing it for so long. You're going to think that this is the blueprint. This is how you get successful being a part of bullshit. And that's just something I can't do. Good morning, everybody, man. Smash that like button coming in, y'all. Appreciate y'all. So, pardon me for want to only talk about fights that matter, that's actually signed. And even if the fights are not signed, if they're in talks, I'm going to talk about it because it's an actual fight that makes sense. When a guy decides to not take a fight that he's not supposed to, and he goes and does something else that's unbelievable that we're not expecting, I don't subscribe to that shit. I leave it right where it's at. Because where I come from, the world I come from, we don't support clowns. We don't entertain them. We don't talk about them. They're beneath us. Y'all can't tell me that Fulton versus Foster is nothing to talk about. Oh, well, we'll talk about that, but we'll talk about that later. Oh, Lubin versus Ortiz is cool, but we already know who's going to win that. So what's the point to talk about it? Thurman's going to get beat to death by Fendora, so why talk about it? Brian Norman is going to wash Devin Haney, so why talk about it? Oh, Danny Garcia coming back, somebody's just going to hurt him. Oh, this guy that Boots is fighting, Boots is going to run right through him. So let's not talk about that. Oh, well, Crawford, he's going to run through Canelo. So why talk about that? This is the mindset of y'all, not me. This is y'all mindset. I listen to a lot of y'all. This is y'all mindset. Y'all will push all those fights to the side to talk about some WrestleMania shit that we all just heard about. Because it's news. It's not news. It's clown shit. And y'all are going to continue to be a part of the circus. It's not news. It's clown shit. And one guy I'm not mad at. I'm just mad at the other one. When do we start subscribing to real shit? And I don't mean just channels. I'm talking about conversations. When do we start subscribing to real shit and go, you know what? That makes sense. We can't put ourselves in uncomfortable situations just because the people want to hear it. Do you feel comfortable talking about it? Because even though the people are subscribed to your channel and they do support, do you feel comfortable talking about it? How does it make you feel? Because you're the one that's got to be happy with your work and what you do. So do you take a fight like Fulton, you go, yeah, well, we already know who's going to win that one. Crush, what up? We already know who's going to win that. How many times can we keep doing that when there's a real fight coming? But y'all push it to the side for some clown shit. I'm going to tell you once, I told you twice, I'll tell you 1,000 million trillion times. The jig is going to be up with some of y'all. Call me crazy, but the jig is about to be up with some of y'all. I told y'all this probably a year ago. The jig is going to be up. I might have said it about 2 years ago. The jig is going to be up with some of y'all, man. Because here it is. We have some of the realest fights, some of the most amazing fights coming up this year, and you continue to ignore it. You know, we used to, in the beginning, when I first got on here, we used to actually break down fights and agree or disagree. Now we just go, yeah, well, ain't no need of talking about that because we know who's going to win. Oh, man, he ain't got no business fighting him, man. That's going to be easy work. But you take two guys that's not even in the same division, and you guys are going to sit up here all fucking day like it's the greatest thing in the world that's about to happen? Are you shitting me or kidding me? And you think that's a circus that I'm going to be a part of? Y'all can have it and keep it. I'm going to pay respects to the real shit. And I understand a lot of this shit is about money. Cool. But I don't give a damn how much money's involved. I will not subscribe to the bullshit. I'm just not. This year to me was going so fine and getting so better, and then one situation fucks it up. And y'all entertained by this. I don't get it. You know what, McLean? That's because we're mad. We're upset. Okay. My brother D Free says all the time that he doesn't expect nothing from these fighters. You guys think because you pay for pay-per-views and you bet on these fighters and shit, and you might go to their fights once in a while, or you talking about them every day, that these fighters owe you something? It's all about money with these fighters. They don't give a shit about what we think, you think, I think, Crush thinks, CB thinks. None of us. They don't give a shit about what we think. How many times have we talked to these fighters in interviews where the fans want to see now? There's a few fighters out there that do care, because some of these fights that's coming up says a lot. A lot of these fights that's get ready to come up make a lot of sense. And those are the fights that I care to talk about. Not all this dysfunctional shit that we see. We have to stop subscribing to bullshit and think because it's news or because we in the media, we got to talk about it. We don't know how we don't know how this goes by now. Or we just taking advantage of this. Oh, come on. Everybody don't speak at one time. Everybody get quiet. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe if I talk about November 14th, maybe y'all all are coming here then. Don't get quiet now. Somebody speak. Everybody don't speak at one time. BC, what's up, my brother? Everybody don't speak at one time. Like what are we doing? Fulton versus Foster should have been talked about. Why is it not? Huh? I'm not expecting the world to talk about it. Well, yeah, actually, I am expecting the world to talk about it. Y'all got the, in all reality, y'all got to wake up. Y'all got to wake the fuck up. You want to talk about some circus shit that's coming up, but when it comes to the real fights, you want to dub those? Yeah, McLean, ain't nobody talk about that McLean right now because, I mean, everybody will talk about it when it's that time. What? Josh Sanders, what's up? Man, y'all don't get the fuck out of my face with that. What? Y'all love subscribing to bullshit. If they told you that it was King Kong versus goddamn Michael Jackson live on pay-per-view, you fucking idiots will be on your channels for 5 hours talking about that. Shit that don't make no sense. Oh, but that's what we do, McLean. You forgot we're content creators. No. No. Every time these fighters do something, we ain't got to respond to the shit. It's not how that works. Yo, BC's an ass, man. BC, yo, you know what? It's always you, BC. I swear it's always you. Always fucking you. Oh, God, BC is always you. I shouldn't even be surprised. That's some queen shit for you right there. But Fulton versus Foster is going to be great. And it don't even matter to me who wins. It's a real fight. Doesn't matter to me who wins between Lubin and Ortiz. Even if you say Ortiz kills him, it don't fucking matter to me. It's a real fight. It doesn't matter to me who wins between Fedor and Keith Thurman. It's a real fight. Doesn't matter who wins between Devin and Brian Norman. It's a real fight. It doesn't matter who wins in the rematch between Barrios and Pacquiao, even though I didn't like it. But guess what? It's a real fight. What are we talking about? Granted, everybody has a right to go on their lives and talk about what they want to talk about. But some of us got to wake up and stop subscribing to the bullshit. You know what we need to start doing as content creators? Start ignoring certain shit. Because when you ignore certain shit, then they wonder why is nobody talking about this? A lot of these fighters know what they do when they doing it because they know we're going to go on lives and we're going to spend all our time talking about it. Some of the shit that they do, we need to boycott it. Short man, eating short bread. Short bread. Yo, I ain't got time for you, BC. Get the fuck out of here, BC. BC, I ain't got time for your shenanigans this morning, BC. I love you, brother. You know I love you to death, but I don't have time for your shenanigans today, man. You understand what I'm saying? There's certain things we can't subscribe to. I know for every action is a reaction, and every time they say something or post something, we gotta go and no, man. I think we really get misconstrued what our jobs is. Oh, I know what my job is, McLean. I don't need you to explain to me. You do your job the way you want to, and I run my show the way I want to. Hey, ain't nobody telling you how to run your show. But a lot of this shit don't make sense because let me tell you something. What y'all do and say affects a lot of us as content creators, where everybody looks at us as the same as y'all guys' job is just to cause controversy and be up here not knowing what y'all talking about. That ain't my job. Causing controversy, I might be causing a little bit of controversy because people feel like I'm always judging what they do on their channels. I'm not. I'm just saying a lot of this shit we got to stop subscribing to. It's a lot of this bullshit that we got to stop subscribing to. Don't make any sense. Fulton versus Foster is going to be great, along with the rest of these other fights that's happening, except for the one clown shit. Who's going to be the first draft pick? Host what? What you talking about, Crush? I mean, what are we doing? So excuse me if I always feel like I'm overdoing it sometime. I'm passionate about not just what I do as a content creator. I'm passionate about this boxing. I'm very passionate about it. Very. Some people just like to do this shit because they get noticed. But I'm very passionate about what I do. So when I see certain shit and I hear certain shit, I go, Shh, I'm not about to go on my live and talk about that. That shit ain't worth talking about. Because what you're gonna do is you get more people who already don't know about the sport, that's only fans of the two fighters, that know this fight don't make sense, but because they're big fans, they're gonna come in and just cause a whole big ruckus. And then here it is, we're sitting here debating about some bullshit that don't make sense. Uh oh shit, you doing that today? Oh, that's right, you doing that today. Um, I don't know, Crush. I want to, but if they're gonna talk about that clown fight that's happening, I can't be a part of it, Crush. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not entertaining that shit. And I know people, and I can't tell people what to do on your show because that's your show. But I know people are gonna come in wanting to talk about that shit. I already told people I'm not talking about it. Not today. Not next month. Not October. Not when the fight come up in November. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not entertaining this shit. So if anybody want to come and talk about that, I can't be a part of this show, man. I'm not telling people how to run it, but that ain't no, to me, that ain't no shit to talk about. Yeah, plain and simple. Yeah, yeah, Josh. Um, cause that shit, that to me, that shit is and I'm not sounding like no hater. This shit is sickening. It's just sickening to me. We got to stop subscribing to bullshit. But you know what? People gonna do whatever they do, man. I can't tell people what to do. I just it's just that a lot of this shit don't make any sense. Don't make any sense. Ask me where I'm gonna be when it happens. Nah, see me on the co gets to do their own thing on. But people probably ain't gonna want to hear me, Crush. If I come up, people probably ain't gonna want to hear me. And the thing is, even if I come up there and I do my own thing, somebody's still gonna mention that fight, and that's gonna just like take me out the mood. Not too many people are interested in hearing me, Crush. I'm not everybody's favorite. No, I can tell. I don't get a lot of people that come and listen to me over here. Some people do. They come in, they listen for a moment, and they jump out because if you ain't talking about something about what they want to hear, they don't want to stay. They like to go subscribe to bullshit. So hey, it's okay. One thing about me, y'all gotta remember, I'm not on here to get monetized. So it's to me, I don't ever give a shit if I ever do get monetized. That sounds crazy, right? But it's the truth. I'm on here because I love doing this. I don't give a shit about getting monetized. You know what, Crush? You know what, Crush? I'm only that guy to people who like what I do. But to a lot of people out there, I'm not shit. I don't have a big channel, and it's okay, Crush. It's okay. I admit that. I'm fine in my skin. I'm fine with who I am, and I'm fine with the subjects I have. Rather, people go, yo, he's always criticizing. It seems like he's always telling people how to run their channel. I'm not telling nobody how to do shit. I don't give a shit about ever getting monetized. A lot of people are gonna lie and tell. They're gonna bluff. They're gonna say a lot of shit. They gonna shake and fake, and they gonna fake it till they make it just so they can get monetized. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I don't ever get. I'm gonna say it right now on my live. I don't ever give a shit if I get monetized. If it happens, cool. I don't need YouTube's permission to make money. Thank you, Crush. I appreciate you, brother. The feeling's the same, but I'm not waiting for YouTube to tell No Doug Zone that it's okay that I can go make money when I had No Doug Zone way before I even really thought about getting on YouTube. I'm gonna take No Doug Zone and we're gonna go make money our own way. So by the time if being monetized came knocking at my door, by the time it do, I'm not worried about financial because I'm gonna be all right. And I ain't knocking nobody who get monetized. Do your thing, man. I love to hear when people got monetized because I don't know what they went through to get to that point. I'm telling you how I feel. I don't give a shit about getting monetized. You think I'm sitting back waiting on YouTube to tell me when I can go make money? Hell no. That's why you don't see me teaming up with everybody. You don't see me going and doing this and doing that because a lot of people go to other people's channel, 10, 15 channels, just so everybody will know who they are and then they can get none of that. I ain't got to do all that. Sometimes when you go to other people's channels to go support them, you know what comes with that? Disrespect. Either they got somebody up there violating you or they got somebody in the comment section violating you. I'm not the one. Now I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that because that's not why I became a content creator. I came to talk about real boxing, real fights. Fulton versus Foster is going to be explosive. Um, as as the fight get closer, maybe we'll break it down. I'll have a panel where we'll come up here, we'll break it because I won't be probably talking about this again anytime soon. I don't know, at least not on my channel. Because I don't like to keep talking about fights so much. And by the time the fights get here, the week of, I don't want to talk about it because I've spent 2 months already talking about it. I want some space for me to be able to say, okay, I haven't talked about this fight in a while. Let's talk about it. But that's just me, Crush. That's me, Crush. I'm always gonna be me. It's the only way I know how. At any moment, if I have to shuck and jive and I got to do all this extra shit for you to get y'all attention, I'm not doing that shit, bro. And I don't care if people say, yo, you know what? I used to like him, but I don't like him anymore because I just be feeling like he be saying too much. Fine. Fine. I don't give a shit. Because once again, I'm not here for your comfortability. I will never be here for anybody's comfortability. This show is called the No Duck Zone. If y'all don't know what that means by now, then you haven't been following me. You're not really my friend. That means we ain't ducking shit. That means I'm not ducking my feelings. I'm going to speak. And the no duck zone, that's actually what it means. It doesn't really just mean the no ducking. It also means, too, I don't duck no feelings on how I feel about certain things. I won't duck it. Even if it upsets y'all, I'm not going to duck it. I don't give a shit what you say. I'm not going to duck it. If it irritates me and it bothers me, yeah, nothing is off limit. Only thing that's off limit, Josh, is anything where we don't talk about people's sexuality. It's a lot of things we won't talk about that, it will backfire and it will cost you your channel. There's certain things we won't do. Yeah, we ain't talk about people's kids. There's certain things we're not going to do. That it's not about it just affecting my channel. It's real life. People will hurt you for that if they ever catch you in real life. Yeah, we don't invite each other to the Frank stand. And one thing I can say about having you brothers on here is that ain't none of us ever did that, and we're not going to do that. And we're not going to leave no space for anybody to think that they're going to come and do that when we're talking about boxing. If Josh Sanders said to BC right now, hey, BC, I think Fulton is going to knock Foster out, I'm sure BC response is not going to be like, you crazy. Or even if he did, and then he says, you explain how. How would he? Now, you guys are going back and forth, but it's not in a disrespectful way. And then at the end, we can say, well, we're going to agree to disagree. But you my brother and I love you, man. But guess what? October 25th is going to be a great fight. Shit like that. Man, say that to me on social media, because you go see me toss. You know what, though, Josh? That's what they want you to do. But we don't leave room for people like that, Josh. Not on this channel. There's other channels where they do leave room for that. It won't happen here, though. I promise you it won't happen here. I don't care if you got a wrench or not. It won't happen here. You out of here. Because boxing talk is exactly what it's supposed to be. We have all these great fights coming up this year. Some amazing fights that we all can sit up here and agree to a disagree. But one thing I have that I love about my channel, I got some special people in here where y'all always respectful. And this is the reason why I picked y'all to be in my channel, to give y'all wrenches. Because I checked a lot of y'all out before I even decided to give y'all wrenches, man. Y'all been my brothers for the last 2-3 years. Well, you know what, Josh? We are dealing with a different type of breed. We dealing with people that can't control their emotions. And we dealing with people who really want to tell you how they felt about you in the beginning anyway. Some people just can't control their emotions and they wait for the moment to tell you something. Y'all remember when Slaughterhouse was going at it? And I just mentioned this recently when Joe Buttons told Joel Ortiz, suck my live. I don't care what we talking about. That's a conversation. I said it the other day on my live. That's a conversation they should have had. They should have video chat each other offline. Yes, Joel Ortiz wasn't right because he said it back. When we having these boxing conversations, man, I keep telling you that any conversation, it doesn't have to be boxing conversation, any conversation we have. This is why I say we can't subscribe to bullshit. Smash that like button, y'all. Get these likes up. Please like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Ignore the Cash App that I got put up. I don't expect none of y'all to hit it, but hit that like button. At least do me that, Tyler. Don't come in here peeking to see what I'm talking about, because a lot of y'all will be like, oh, he's over there talking reckless. I ain't talking about none of y'all. Yeah, but you know what? I don't subscribe to bullshit, BC. And bullshit is, when I say subscribe, I don't mean channels. I mean in life. In life, I don't subscribe to bullshit. My annual barbecues have went great for the last 3 years. You know why? Because I don't subscribe to bullshit. There's never been an argument at my barbecue. There was never an incident that was about to break out. It was never nobody talking about each other. Because the people I know that's about that won't be there. We got one job. I don't know how many times I keep telling y'all this. This is why I say the jig is going to be up for some of y'all. We got one job. It's to create content. We got one job. And some of y'all are doing a lousy job at that. A lousy job. Feeding people the same bullshit every day from Monday to Friday. Spoiling them. Because once you stop spoiling people, they don't want to come to your channel no more. Because you're not talking about who they love. This is why this is not a spoil channel. I will never spoil people. I'm not going to spoil you. I got 2 sons. I never spoiled them. Let me stop lying. Yes, I did. But that's besides the point. Yeah, exactly, Josh. I'm not, y'all be over here spoiling these people. I got to keep talking about this because this is what they want to keep hearing. But the minute I stop talking about it, they're going to unsubscribe to me and they're going to be looking to go to the next channel that's talking about it. Well, let them go. Yeah, Josh, I was capping on that part. I spoiled the shit out them. That's what's wrong with them today. Let them go. If somebody could just unsubscribe to you that quick, they never liked you in the first place. If somebody could leave that easy over boxing, hey, I think Fulton is going to knock Foster out. I think Foster's going to knock Fulton out. Oh, I'm leaving this channel. I'm leaving this channel. He said O'Shaquie Foster is going to knock Cool Boy out. Oh, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. This ain't the channel for me. I'm going. I'm ghost. You tripping. I just voiced my opinion. Well, he ain't never knocked nobody out before, so how do you figure that? Here we go. It's ready, but it always comes back home. Yeah, it always comes. You know what? Once you leave my channel, I don't want you coming back. Straight up like that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, because when that dog come back to the house, I don't know what that dog bringing back with him. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. There's a lot of shit flying out there. So when that dog leave, I don't know what he bringing back. Because if he don't come back immediately, and he come back a day later or 2, I don't know what he bringing back with him. So respectfully, he can stay away. Can't subscribe to bullshit, y'all. But y'all continue to do it. Y'all continue to do it. Your content lets me know. The people that you bring around y'all lets me know that y'all love being subscribed to bullshit. Yeah, I'm not here. Shit, I don't need him coming back, Josh. I don't know what the hell he bringing back with him. Bring some shit back and we all be in here itching and shit. Let the dog on your bed. Your bed is filled with fleas and ticks. See, and some of these channels is filled with fleas and ticks. Because y'all let a lot of nasty dogs around y'all. I don't care if he got fleas or ticks. That's my dog. Going to get shots, please. Man, listen. I don't subscribe to bullshit. For every great fight that is happening, including this one I'm talking about, makes me super happy. It makes me super happy to see that Keith Thurman is fighting for Dora. It makes me super happy to see Lubin and Ortiz. It makes me happy to see that David Benavidez and Anthony Yard is getting it in. On that same card, you got Abdullah Mason, along with Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. And you think I got time to sit here and entertain some clown shit that y'all want to entertain because it brings viewers to your channel? Go ahead. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. Congratulations. Not me. Y'all see what I put in my description? That's what I meant, what I put in my description. I mean that. That's today, tomorrow, next month, the month after. I'm just gonna get you up out of here. And I know one of y'all gonna do it. I know one of y'all. I'm. You know what? I'm not daring one of y'all to do it. I know you're going to do it. Two things you're gonna do. I'm either not going over there because he don't want to talk about it, or I'm gonna go over there and bring it up anyway. It doesn't matter if you're a troll coming in for the first time. As soon as you do it, you up out of here. Because the thing is, it ain't on the thumbnail. I'm not entertaining it. So I'm just gonna get you up out of here. Wrench or no wrench, you up out of here. Know why? Because over here on No Doug Zone, we don't subscribe to bullshit. Don't convince me that it's a money grab, and I don't give a shit. It's something that we don't need. Not this year, next year, or no year. If this was WrestleMania, it would be acceptable. But it's not. We do not subscribe to bullshit over here. We don't. Come on, McLean. You got to jump on the bandwagon, McLean. You tripping. This is how you're going to be able to get people to your channel when you got to talk about these. I ain't got to do a motherfucking thing. Don't sit there and tell me what I got to do because everybody else doing it. If everybody decide to jump off the damn bridge, you think I'm running behind them doing it? Huh? If everybody went bungee jumping, if everybody jumped out of plane, you think I'm doing it? Hell no, because I ain't gonna be on that plane. And I'm damn sure ain't gonna be on that bridge. I'll watch you, but I won't be on the bridge. Well, McLean, you know what? Your channel, this is exactly why, McLean, your channel's never gonna grow. This is why you're gonna stay with 600 and some subscribers for the next 6 months to a year, because you won't get with the program. What program? Because I don't run with no program. I got my own program. It shows that so one day person before kiss the rain. Money is the rule. Yeah, it is. You got to get with the program, McLean. I ain't got to get with no program. I got my own program. It's called, my program goes like this. No Doug Zone makes his own rules. Because I don't subscribe to bullshit. Can't, man. Yo, Josh, man, it's too many people out here that's not being solid. Half of these people that you meet in real life, dog, you be like, yo, you ain't the same person you are on YouTube. Yeah, you know, man, that's just YouTube, Josh. You know, when I'm on YouTube, I'm a thug. I got the Tupac bandana. I got the vest on. I got the baby oil on my chest, and I'm screaming thug life. And then as soon as you see them in real life, these motherfuckers are Carlton from the Fresh Prince. Well, you know, that's me on YouTube, but you know, in real life, I'm drinking my tea and I'm passing the Great Poupon, and that's not me. I got a wife and kids. So what up, John? You know, when I'm on YouTube, I am Tupac. You know, I'm screaming thug life. You know, but in real life, that's not me. Oh, no, that's not me. Well, why you act like that? Because they pay me enough on YouTube, and you would do the same thing, my friend, if they paid you. So if I have to act like Tupac and put a bandana on my head and scream thug life and invite you to my private part and talk about your dead relatives and your kids and your wife, oh, that's what I have to do. I'm sure it is, BC. But he passes the great pawn when he's offline, but online he's on some other shit. Hail Mary. So I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not that guy that y'all think I should be. And I'm not apologizing to my viewers because they know who I am. I'm talking to the other ones who are not familiar with me, who's probably going to say, "Who the fuck this guy think he is? He can't even break down a fight." That's cool. I ain't gotta break down no fight. Just because you break down a fight, that don't mean what you break it down is exactly what's going to happen. You just voicing your opinion or what you think is going to happen. You dummies. Half of these people you meet, Josh, ain't with that in real life. They not, bruh. Old Tom and Jerry ass dudes, man. They ain't with all that in real life. There's no program for anybody who's looking to be a content creator who's new. Let me explain something to you. There's no such thing as you have to follow the program. Now, there's going to be some things you're going to have to do to make sure your channel stays up and running and that it doesn't get taken down because you did something or said something you wasn't supposed to say or you showed something that you don't have no rights to. But other than that, you be you. You don't ever let some idiot tell you, well, this is how you got to run your channel. Well, let me help you out. Hell no. They can, but it's up to you to run your channel the way you are responsible for your topics. Yes, there's gonna be some things that people want to hear, because there's sometimes I talk to people and I talk to yo, what y'all want to talk about, man? Like, what's up? But sometimes I can't always say what y'all want to talk about because I know there's gonna be some asshole or some idiot that's gonna say something or say something stupid. So I can't leave it in people's hands all the time. A lot of my wrenches, I can leave it in their hands because they're gonna have responsible conversations. But you would never just walk on this channel and just be like, "Yo, let's talk about this. What do you think about this rapper?" Well, man, listen, I don't give a shit about none of that. I don't care. It's a lot of things that I don't care. I only care about what matters. And when I end my video and I say the video's over, when I go back to look at that video, I want to know how happy am I with that video, and not just happy with the views. Am I happy with the video? Yeah, you'll get a good laugh. You get a good laugh over here, but people don't want a good laugh. BC, they don't want a good laugh. People don't want to laugh when they come over here. They don't want to laugh. They can care about laughing. They care about drama. They care about foolishness, and they care about subscribing to bullshit. Nobody wants to laugh anymore, BC. We do it over here, but they don't want to laugh. They want to be around bullshit. We laugh over here. Whenever D Freeze here, you here, Josh Sanders is here, we're probably some of the most funniest brothers around because we can laugh and joke with each other and crack jokes on each other without it being offensive. There's never a time me, you, BC, any of us ever got out of line with each other. We're not doing that. This is a brotherhood. And at any time should be a misunderstanding, somebody better pick up the phone and call somebody. Because that sneak dissing shit, I know for sure I'm not with it. We pick up the phone around here. We call each other. Hey, BC, I think you might have went a little too far. Hey, no Doug Zone, I think you went too far. Hey Josh, I think you went too far. We handle it like men. We get the fuck off and we go back to doing what we was doing. Because when you put stuff out in public, people got something to talk about now. Hey, Josh Sanders and BC and Clarence over there beefing. Let's go over there and see what that shit is about. So now when I go live and I say something, somebody go back and say, BC, I think he over there talking about you. Josh, he might be over there talking about you. Y'all better stop subscribing to bullshit. Real men do real things. Real men do real things, man. And a lot of you dudes need to understand that, man. Stop subscribing to bullshit. Y'all see all these grown-ass men with YouTube channels, these rappers and all these other people. A lot of these dudes you see, man, are fucking clowns, man. All these millions of dollars and still running around here like they live in 6B. Yeah, I know, BC. I know. Because you know, we gonna pick up the phone and call each other. I still got Josh Sanders' number. We gonna pick up the phone and call each other. We don't go on live on Instagram and have an issue with each other and then get mad and then I invite you to the freight stand because you said something I might have not liked. Real men do real things. You got a lot of these ladies that's more realer than these dudes. I never let boxing talk have me disrespect my brother. Basketball, music, anything. If that's what I call you, my brother. If I call you my brother, then that's what you are. My sister. Not gonna be subscribed to bullshit. If I think there's a fight coming up, to me that's not a real fight, or I just dislike the fight, I'm not gonna allow y'all to make me subscribe to the bullshit. And then think you can fix it by saying, McLean, that's what's going on right now. McLean, that's what everybody's talking about. I don't give a damn what everybody's talking about. I'm not everybody. My name ain't everybody. Everybody can go right in the middle of Times Square to go take a shit right now. Does that mean I run behind them and go take it with them? No. Y'all don't even learn how to have a mind of your own. Because this money or these views got y'all going crazy. It really got y'all out here losing your mother loving mind. Oh, granted. Well, you know, McLean, it's crazy that you say that because, you know, you have these annual barbecues. How do you expect people to come around you and kick it? And, you know, you say all these things, you make us feel bad about, or you trying to make some people feel bad about when they go live and what they should say and what they shouldn't say. Hey, man, I'm just voicing my motherfucking opinion. Why can't I? Y'all can. Y'all can. You telling me y'all can voice y'all opinion and I can't voice mine? Are you kidding me? Because there's some code I'm supposed to stick to? I'm just being real with y'all. What do y'all want from me? We always talk about keeping it real. Yeah, what y'all say and what y'all do is two different things. Excuse me and pardon me for not subscribing to bullshit. What I say on my live has nothing to do with when I have a barbecue and I bring people together. That has nothing. I'm not up here, man. If you can't take what I'm saying, then F you and you. Then no. We're not doing none of that. My annual barbecue has nothing to do with what I'm up here saying. Because that's more than a barbecue. That's a celebration. It's networking. It brings family together. Because some of us is the only family that we got left. Because a lot of us don't deal with our immediate family. So we are all the family we got left. And we have to keep that relationship. 20, 30, 40 years from now, if the Lord keeps us around that long, we have to keep that relationship. Some of y'all are just social media friends. Y'all ain't friends in real life. There's some of us that actually have bonded and met each other and got a real relationship. I'm not telling you how to run your channel. I know it sounds like that, but there's no way you're going to look past a fight like Fulton and Figueroa. Look past that for some clown shit. There's no way. It's no ABC. It's no way in God's green earth. We have to really start showing them what being a content creator is. There's certain times you got to be like, man, we ain't doing that shit. Not today. Oh, well, why not? Because it don't mean anything. That's why. Don't mean anything. Got to make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Got to make it make sense. Shit is crazy, man. But of course, I'm always going to get pointed at as being the bad guy because I'm trying to change how people think or what they do. No, sir. All I'm asking is that we don't subscribe to bullshit. I'd rather be a guy that I just rather be a guy that nobody pays attention to and go, man, I don't listen to him. I don't look at him. I don't like listening to that dude. That dude is always judgmental. He always got some shit to say. He's a clown. Go ahead, because you ain't gonna tell me to my face. You could tell me on here live, you could tell me in the DM, you could leave a disrespectful comment in my channel, because that's what a lot of you do. You want to be tough guys. I could care less. If you ain't in the New York area, you're sure not gonna come and tell me. Half of y'all see these YouTubers and freeze up. You ain't got nothing for them. But hey, I'm not in here to be no tough guy. This is what I love doing. Fulton versus Foster is going to be great. October 5th, October 25th. It was just added to the Fedora and Thurman card. It is going to be amazing. Like I said, I have no breakdown of the fight. I'm not going for either or, to be honest with you. This is how I do. I'm not picking. My decision is to sit back and enjoy boxing, and I will enjoy boxing different from what y'all do. Does that mean you can't talk to me about it? Of course you can talk to me about it. Oh, we can't talk to you because you just the type of guy that, no, this is how you feel. No, we can talk about it. I was just on Crush channel. We went talking about boxing. I can go to anybody's channel if I wanted to. But there's certain things that I say that you're not going to agree with, that you're not going to like, because y'all all stick to this code or y'all all think y'all know something. So I choose to be here. This is why a lot of people should have their own channel, because can't nobody tell you what you can and can't say on your channel. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Hey, you got to deal with that. Nobody's going to be perfect. We're all still learning how this goes. But I'm looking forward to seeing this fight. Can't wait till October 25th. And I can't wait to see the other fights. At some point, I'm going to come back to talk about Lubin and Ortiz and what are the chances in that fight. Matter of fact, I might come back today. It's Friday night. Nothing's on tonight. I think there's a fight on the zone tomorrow. So it's not really much going on for the night. So it's Friday night. I think that's what I'll do. Probably 5, 6 o'clock. I'll come back and we'll do that. God bless everybody. I love everybody. Um, everybody, please continue to like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. Of course, next week I'll be back with the morning chop ups. Or might come back Saturday morning. Might come back tomorrow morning with a chop up. Might come back with that. I'll see how I feel after tonight. All right. I love y'all. Everybody get to where they going safe. All right. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.